No
effect
room
tomorrow.
left for Canada. No, the tariffs, they're all set. They go into effect tomorrow.
As tariffs loom over Canadian goods, the question arises, could Canada's growing focus on European and Asian markets change the balance of power between the two countries?
Vast amounts of fentanyl have poured into our country from Mexico, and as you know, also it goes to Canada.
Canada, a vast land rich with natural resources, has long been a reliable energy supplier for the United States. From oil and natural gas to critical minerals, Canada's wealth has been a cornerstone of U.S. energy security. Historically, this partnership has been mutually beneficial, offering the U.S. a steady and affordable energy supply while supporting Canada's economy. But recently, shifts in global trade dynamics and rising protectionist policies in Washington are causing Canada to rethink its strategies. Canada's energy and economic partnership with the U.S. The energy trade between the U.S. and Canada has been a cornerstone of both economies. Canada is the largest supplier of oil to the U.S., particularly heavy crude, and its natural gas exports account for nearly all of the U.S. consumption. But Canada isn't just an energy supplier, it's a key part of U.S. energy infrastructure. With integrated pipelines and grids, Canada helps to ensure that power flows steadily into U.S. homes and industries, while also supporting America's growing demand for critical minerals like uranium. This partnership has been instrumental in reducing U.S. dependence on OPEC nations and stabilizing energy prices. Trump's tariff policy and Canada's response. In recent years, however, protectionist measures from the U.S. have shaken the once seamless trade relationship. When President Donald Trump imposed tariffs on Canadian goods, including a 10% tariff on Canadian oil, it caused significant upheaval in North American trade. While these moves were framed as a response to what Trump viewed as unfair trade practices, they've prompted Canada to rethink its reliance on the U.S. for energy exports. In response, Canada has set its sights on diversifying its markets, particularly focusing on Europe and Asia. The European Union, with its large economy and trade agreements with Canada, presents an opportunity to reduce dependence on the U.S. while opening up new avenues for growth. The EU is a key market for Canada. One of the major players in Canada's diversification strategy is the European Union. In 2016, Canada and the EU signed the Comprehensive Economic and Trade Agreement, or CETA, which eliminated tariffs on nearly all goods between the two regions. This agreement opened up access to one of the world's largest and most lucrative markets. Despite some challenges with ratification, including concerns from individual European countries over food safety, national sovereignty, and corporate power, CETA presents Canadian businesses with the chance to tap into a $3.3 trillion market. The ongoing negotiations aim to ensure that Canadian exports can compete on a level playing field in Europe, but there's still work to be done to make this a fully realized opportunity. Impact on U.S. energy security. If Canada begins shifting its energy exports away from the U.S., it could have profound implications for U.S. energy security. Canada is the U.S.'s top supplier of heavy crude oil, and moving away from this reliable source could expose U.S. refineries to higher costs and geopolitical risks. Already, Canada's energy exports help keep U.S. prices low and secure, allowing the U.S. to focus on exporting oil and gas to its global allies. Without Canada, the U.S. could face higher energy costs, more uncertain supply chains, and less influence over global energy markets. This shift could also reduce the bargaining power the U.S. holds in global energy trade, especially as the world moves toward cleaner energy solutions. Canada's strategic energy deals with global markets. Canada's new focus on Europe and Asia isn't just about avoiding U.S. tariffs. It's about creating long-term, strategic energy deals. The potential for Canada to become a top liquefied natural gas (LNG) supplier to countries like Japan, South Korea, and China is growing. With ongoing infrastructure projects, such as LNG Canada's Phase 1 launch, Canada is positioning itself to meet the growing demand for LNG in Asia. These markets, coupled with Europe's demand for reliable energy sources, could help Canada become an energy powerhouse in its own right. As global demand for clean, affordable energy grows, Canada's energy strategy could be the key to ensuring both domestic and international energy security. The role of Canada in the United States energy. Future for the U.S., the energy relationship with Canada isn't just about access to oil and gas. Canadian electricity, much of it clean and low cost, helps keep U.S. electricity prices low, especially in states like New York, where projects like Hydro-Quebec's Hurdle, New York power line aim to provide a significant portion of the state's electricity needs. As the U.S. moves toward a more energy-intensive future, with advancements like artificial intelligence and data centers, Canadian electricity and energy resources will become increasingly vital to meet those growing demands. Canada's role in U.S. energy security, both now and in the future, is crucial for maintaining affordable energy prices and ensuring that U.S. infrastructure can meet the needs of a rapidly changing economy. Canada's future in global energy markets. Looking ahead, Canada is poised to become an even more significant player in global energy markets. With its natural resources, stable production, and growing export capacity, Canada is well positioned to supply energy to both Europe and Asia. As the world moves toward cleaner, more sustainable energy solutions, Canada's energy resources, including natural gas and hydroelectric power, will continue to play a pivotal role in shaping global energy security. In addition, Canada's move to diversify its trade relationships could reshape global power dynamics as countries around the world seek to align themselves with reliable, stable energy suppliers. In conclusion, the shifting energy landscape between the U.S. and Canada presents both opportunities and challenges. Canada's move to diversify its energy exports could change the geopolitical balance of power, especially in the context of global energy security. With a strategic focus on Europe and Asia, Canada is poised to play a major role in the future of global energy markets. What will this mean for the U.S. and its energy strategy? Only time will tell, but one thing is clear. The future of energy is changing, and Canada is at the center of that transformation. Thank you for watching, and we look forward to hearing your thoughts on this evolving energy landscape.
No room left for Canada. No, the tariffs, they're all set. They go into effect tomorrow.